Agape Soul's Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at AgapeSoulBoutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul's Boutique today.
You will be rewarded. My feet is my movement, and you know I did it.
Agape Soul's Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at AgapeSoulBoutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul's Boutique today.
You will be rewarded. My feet is my movement, and you know I did it.
Coming in hot, baby. Getting started. Good morning, man. It's King Jab, the voice of the people. And I got my dog with me, man. I got the intellectual gangster boy. Listen here, if it was a ride along, yes, sir. Actually, no, man. Give me that one more time.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Let me turn that one off.
Right on,
we
right
back
on,
in
right
it.
on.
We in it. Yeah, I definitely ain't hear you say nothing, man. Nothing.
So we're live. The voice of the people, King Jab, Thursday mornings. WUJM 99.1 FM Jams, 99 Jams, the Bird Carafesta Radio, King Jab, the voice of the people, riding and rocking and rolling and in the driver's seat in the captain's chair. And I'm just like Scotty on the Enterprise, brother. I'm just beam me up, man, whenever you're ready for me to rock, man. Join us in today. We have an amazing set of conversations. Join us in today at 727-637-2416 to speak to King Jab, the voice of the people.
Hey, Mama Blue, good morning, man. We in here this morning, and I'm gonna keep it funky. For these next few months, the first thing that I'm going to speak about, I don't like the way I sound. The first thing I'm going to speak about for these next few months is going to be men's health and open enrollment and affordable insurance for all people. As an ACA navigator, I'm seeing a lot of things and a lot of misses in our community, and I'm seeing the benefits of it. I literally signing up 2 people yesterday that got one lady got a plan for $0 a month. One young man got a plan for $0 a month, healthcare plan, and one young lady got a plan for $26 a month. and they're affordable, and we're keeping them inside of their network. They're going to the same doctors, the same specialists, and we trying to help you get that medication free on all aspects. So for these next few months, if you or anybody that has lost their Medicaid, that got kicked off Medicaid, a lot of our young adults have got kicked off Medicaid.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my household, they kicked one off and kept one on. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird. But if you have those young adults, open enrollment, give us a call. I ain't got my number in front of me. Hold on, let me get my number.
Well, while you say that, King Jab, while you look for the number, I want to bring something to our attention. You know, I work heavily in academia, and I'm often reading peer-reviewed research and peer-reviewed studies. And we talk about men's health. We have to talk about men's health collectively and holistically.
Okay.
But Harvard, the School of Public Health, actually did a study that it was released in 2022. And the study says why more sex may lower prostate cancer risks. And we really need to understand this as men in the community, because the vast majority of men, they say it's roughly 67% of men between the ages of 18 and 35 are virgins. Yeah, that's a surprise. That's a surprising number, right?
What is that?
Yeah, this is surprising stat. And then from 35 until 48, the vast majority of men, I believe it's either 54 or 64%. I can give you the numbers. Have only had sex once in the last 6 months. This is killing us. Literally, it's killing us, because human beings did not evolve to be in this society where we're so isolated and closed off from intimate relationships. And it's actually increasing the risk of prostate cancer among men. Now, this isn't a problem for other communities, and since nobody really cares about men, they don't even look at it.
So you know me, brother Donnie.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm kind of like a translator for you, also, right? You know, because you're intellectual, and sometimes I got to layman terms before I. So
yes, sir.
What my brother is saying, this is what this men's health, but it fall on the women. Y'all got to bust it. That's the layman's terms for what just happened here. It comes with a release, because when it builds up, it turns into cancer. That's what it sounds like. That's right? True.
Okay, so it says, and I'm reading this off the study. It says one such study was co-authored by Lorelei Mushi, professor of epidemiology at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. The 2016 study found that ejaculating more than 20 times per month reduced prostate cancer risk. I can't hear me. But it said, ejaculating more than 20 times per month reduced prostate cancer risk by 20% compared to ejaculating only 4 to 7 times per month for both men in their 20s and in their 40s. Says this is a fairly sizable effect, and that was published on March 22nd, 2022.
So I was listening to that another man, you gotta get that's what? Your son, man. Oh, talking about I'm a goner. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do it.
What you gonna do with it, man?
What you gonna do with it? Here, sir. Oh man, I was listening to a woman speak on another show, right?
Yes, sir.
And she went ham. And basically, when I was going ham, she was saying, "Man, go get your looked at."
Yes. Yeah.
Like you don't want to acknowledge ED.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these young men, a lot of y'all was out here taking the Viagra's at an early age, in your 20s and 30s. So now you have blood flow issues.
Yes.
And you don't want to go to the doctor.
That's the truth.
You don't want to go to the doctor, and then that is probably one of your first hurdles in your household, bro.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Because
You mentioned it before. You mentioned it before when you're talking about blood pressure regulation and circulation and exercise. A few weeks back, you mentioned it on the show. And you says, listen, a lot of the problems we have relating with the women in our lives comes from having poor health as men.
That's right.
Yeah, you mentioned that one, bro.
For physical health and mental health.
That's the truth.
So,
man. Joe Magazine did an article too. It said the amount of men under 30 not having sex has nearly tripled in the past decade.
What's going on? I don't know. I would have to, show a conflicting. What? All right, this can't be happening amongst the sexy red generation.
Well, in fact, it
ain't happening with the booty hole Browns, man. I'm telling you.
In fact, it is. Okay, so this is what we miss sometimes because we live in an isolated society, right? Black men in particular. I'm just talking about black men now. Black men in particular represent roughly 6% of the U.S. population. That means 94% of everyone else in the country is not a black man. Okay. So with that number, 6%, right? If you take that 6% and then you say, okay, I'm going to take from that 6% roughly half. Now you have 3% of black men who are actively engaged in a sexual relationship with women. Right now, or able to be engaged in a sexual relationship with women. Now, you take that population of 3% and you cut that population by the individuals who are housed in prison houses and the individuals who have opted out and the individuals who cannot afford to have sex with women. And you take that smaller population, you divide that into the individuals who are what women want. And what you realize is that the vast majority of men who are in relationships, intimate relationships with women, are the same men. These women are sleeping with the same men. So literally the same men, not the same type, but the same men. And these men represent roughly 1% of the population of black men. So they represent 1% of the population of 6% of the population. The numbers, are there and they
so
show.
It ain't all on our women, man. Us as men, bro, we gotta stay free and healthy so that they can. They want to, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Bust it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
that go both ways, man. Like,
that's true.
That, like, and I'm gonna be the lead and the champion of this, man. I'm talking about you go see my videos. I'm finna start working out, man.
Yes, sir.
Losing weight.
Yep.
And actually, I'm gonna document some of my trips to my physician.
Yes, sir.
I'm fortunate, I only use eye drops. That's the only medication that I have is eye drops. I do got bad eyes. Well, one bad eye.
Right on.
I'm eagle on the right now. Somebody hit you from 500 yards away on the right. But the left. But other than that, man, at my age, I think that's pretty good. You know what I mean? I ain't on no blood pressure medications. I'm not taking anything for diabetes or anything like that. I ain't got gout.
The gout. Black men too, though. I'm say this and then I'll shelf it. But we're also at an advantage because in all of the empirical studies that are done, men who are identified by the people who are seeing them as black men rank out in attractiveness far beyond every other man that individuals have placed in a category. So we beat out quote unquote white men, quote unquote Latinx men, quote unquote Asian men, African men, and black men. We beat them out as far as attractiveness goes, and that goes across the spectrum. It was actually published in the London Journal of Economics a few years back, and it raised a big hair because it showed that black men are the most physically attractive men in all stages of our lives to the opposite sex, and that's all women, regardless of nationality, ethnicity, or cultural origin. So we're winning when it comes to what's being attractive and what's being attracted. Now it's up to us to seal the deal.
All that equates to is once you tap into that bag, they can come pluck you out.
Hey,
they gonna come pluck you out because they ain't dating you just because you black.
That's it.
They're not dating you just because you black. If you ain't an athlete, we ain't studying. And another man, listen, military.
Mm-hmm.
Those other race of women latch in on the boys for the military. Guess what? If you go over there and die, they got full benefits. They ride not.
That's the truth. I mean, everybody has an interest. The study that I'm quoting is titled "Who is the Fairest of Them All: Race, Attractiveness, and Skin Color and Sexual Dimorphism." It was written by Michael B. Lewis, and it was published in Science Direct on January 11th, 2011. These are pages 159 through 162. I always make sure I put my sources in there, y'all.
My source is we got to really get back out there and work out.
Yes, sir.
And to quote my source, if anybody was at the Jam Pony Party, what is that, St. Pete Beach?
Okay.
And I stood right there by the door, bro. Put my foot on the wall. I'm right there by the door. And I'm checking out everybody coming in my weight class. And boy, we looking rough. Boy. I'm like, hold on, man. I know you older than me, bro. Like, I know you.
Yeah.
Boy.
Woo. That's the truth, man. And listen,
we gotta come back around and be.
Yeah, we don't live past 60, man. And we talk about building generational wealth. You have
that's
to first
scary,
live.
Boy, at my age, man. I'm trying like.
Yes, sir.
That's scary at my age, man.
Yes,
you talking about we don't live past 60. I gotta beat that one.
Oh man, we definitely got a lot of odds that we gotta beat. But I think every day is a win, man. Every day that we're alive is a win, brother.
Yeah, absolutely, man. What else I had? I ain't man. I'm here for it today, man. I got let me see. We got a playoff game this weekend for Lakewood. Everybody 0-0. I wanna I just hope my boys come out and, bring a new face with them. Show something different, show what they really made of. It's a young team, but they tough. Another thing I want to speak on is, did you know? Shout out to Shamar, man.
Yes.
All y'all out there, especially y'all CCC coaches,
right.
Fan base or whatever, man, stop sharing that man picture, not putting his name on there, man.
Yes.
Get that man his props.
Yes.
They can't recruit the Marauder team. They need to recruit him. He's a senior.
That's the truth.
That's because I see this and it's what y'all do with the image that means the most.
Yes, 100%.
So, man, say his name, bro. So CCC coach. So CCC coaching staff, right? Called Chaminade.
All right.
And their cause of Chaminade was they wanted Chaminade to, put up 70 or 100 on Lakewood, embarrass us. Like, it's kind of weird to me that you as a head coach that deals with our children in our community would call another head coach and tell them to embarrass some kids from our community. So I'm seeing your pedigree and where you're coming from.
Yes, sir. Something that's funny about that, King Jab, is I was speaking to my students, my university freshmen, and I told them, I said, listen, guys, this is my grading policy. I said, when I leave campus, when I drive off of campus, I literally live 7 minutes away from the Gulf of Mexico. I can see a Gulf sunset every day. I have an amazing family. I have amazing comrades. I have amazing friends. I have an amazing life. And I go to sleep with a beautiful woman every single night, meaning my life is great. I have no bone to pick with y'all. I want y'all to be successful because I'm not sadistic, because I'm not in a bad spot, because my life is great. What does that say about the life of somebody who will want to call another coach? Now, mind you, you got a whole nother program, but you want to spend time to call another coach so that you can set trip on a whole nother team that's not even in your league that you won't play. What does that say about who this man is going to bed with at night? What does that say about the battle axe he has to have next to him every night that he has to curl up with if he can't have enough understanding to say, man, when I'm off the clock, I'm off the clock. I don't need to call nobody else and try to sick no wolves on nobody.
Hey, man, but the most impressive part about it is you got to go through them boys if you want to go all the way.
Come on now.
You don't pick your own poison, man. Drink that.
Yeah, and that's to me that's absolutely ridiculous. That's asinine, and it doesn't have to be. You know, the longer people stay in positions, the more of a jackass they become because they tend to make themselves that position. Your job as a coach is to facilitate and be a liaison between one stage of a student's development and another stage of a student's development. It has nothing to do with your personal rivalries, your personal bounties, or anything else that you have lacking in your life. If you really, really, really want to make a difference, what you would do is get together and try to push your Ma Rigby and every other person on that team to be their absolute best so they can go to the next level. That's how you get known. That's why we know Freddie Dials.
Yeah, because like as we said that think about it, like you calling over there, but y'all ain't said this man's name yet for this,
Come on
this
now.
wonderful play.
Yes, sir.
You are, and I'm you know me, bro. If I say it, I'm gonna say it to you. I'm putting it on the black coaches and family members, because that's what I'm seeing it on their social media pages. Like,
Right.
y'all sharing this picture, man. Y'all know this boy.
Yes, sir.
Put his name out there.
Yes, sir. Put his parents' name out
and I can see. I feed off what people feed me.
Right. Yes, sir.
And for you, my brother Donnie.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you shot it to me underneath like it was like a cut card, but you shot it like, yeah, man. Come to find out, that man was hiding all my letters.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
So that's how they operate.
That's how they operate. Gene P. Gordon. That's the truth.
So what? This is a NIL fed college football NCAA right now.
Yes, sir.
So why wouldn't you highlight your seniors or the person that can go and get a bag? Because
right.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that I'm gonna check your pedigree, bro. And I'm not saying that your pedigree is not great. I think that CCC probably have the Newton boy going to probably be a first round draft pick,
hopefully
defensive tackle this year.
Yeah, hopefully, definitely, hopefully.
But I don't know who else hit the league from y'all.
Riley Cooper, but the
Riley Cooper, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
Riley Cooper went to CCC, but when he wasn't calling people niggas in the backstage behind rap concerts.
Yeah, he seemed like that, right?
Yeah, but the
coach's favorite.
Come on now. But the thing also is this, Brother King Jab, is that we have to expand our gangster as parents and supporters. We have to look and see what the opposition or what other people are doing to be successful. Man, when they start talking about wearing shades and wearing the pit vipers to the press conferences, Dion flipped that around, man. With Shador and them flipped that around, made $24 million in that next week. So if we understand that our image has always meant something. People have always got rich off of taking our land, labor, and resources. Our children are our greatest land, labor, and resource. So that's what they're going to get rich at trying to do. We need to understand that we have control, autonomy. We laughed at Joe Jackson, bro. We laughed at LeVar Ball. We laughed at, in the fathers who paid attention to the guy, Earl Woods. We laughed at these people, man.
They laughed at Richard.
Yeah, exactly. They laughed, bro. They laughed throughout the whole thing. We didn't study them and realize that our history determines our interests. We're not going to allow that to happen with Shamar or the Newton boys or any other athlete, be it football, my son, be it lacrosse and band, anybody else's son, be it basketball. We're not going to cut off none of these athletes or young people at their knees, because our success is tied to their success and their success is tied to our success. And that's how we redefine the family. We're expanding our gangster, man.
Yeah, because
it's a takeover.
Likeness and imaging.
Come on now.
The whole picture itself.
Yes. And it was on defense.
And
it was on defense.
But it's the thing about it, right? That's the problem.
Come on now.
It's not being highlighted, and this man is a 6'4" corner.
Yeah, and that's 6'4" with no shoes on, ducking to try to get in the door. If Shamar ain't 6'6", bro, I'm 5'3", man.
Dang, I didn't know that. He's so 6'6",
man, this
corner.
joker long, man. He's talking about a almost 6'6" corner, man, with the vertical. Look at the picture, man. He's almost up 5 feet off the ground with the vertical, reaching behind him, man. He got hands like mitts. And he been doing this, bro, since I was soft tossing him tennis balls at Gulfport Park. And he's always, and he's not alone, bro. He has ones coming behind him. This bro, man, listen, Shamar has a little sister who plays basketball. Her name is Zoe Rigby.
Okay.
She plays basketball, youth basketball. Bro, if right now, if she was at IMG Academy, she'd be on every Under Armour commercial in the country.
Wow.
So and that's that. That's not just it, man. He has Jabari Blue. He has D'Angelo. It's a bunch of them coming in that line, man. He has a little brother named Eli Rigby, left-handed. This little dude, man, right now he could cross high school players, elementary school. He could cross high school players, left-handed. And gonna be taller than Shamar from the looks of it. So this, bro, we all have these in our families, man. But how long have we not supported them because we didn't know how?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So tune into the voice of the people, man, because this is the only place you're going to hear this.
Yeah, man.
The only place they're going to say his name. Now, if he had got shot by cops, or it'd have been say his name all the time, hashtag Shamar Rigby all over the world, right?
Yeah.
If he had gotten arrested or something for sexual assault, if he come on, man, if he had been around there, pinching them girls at CCC, and then somebody would have turned him in, oh man, he would have been all over. It'd have been all hashtag Shamar, free my dog Shamar. But when it comes down to actually freeing him from the constraints that society tries to put on him as a student athlete and as an African man growing up in this world, now we don't want to say free him. We want to say free him when he locked up. Yeah. If he get, if let's say he were to be in that kind of position, we have all kind of support for him. But now that he's out, he's free, he's doing his thing. Now that this man is a model student, now this man is a model person, wants to study kinesiology so he can give back to movement at university level. Man, come on, man. These people, they tripping, bro. Man, they tripping, bro. They tripping, bro. And it's the same thing. They didn't push MVS the same way. They didn't push Tracy Johnson the same way. They didn't do, and it wasn't necessarily the family, it was the community. They'll come out and watch him, bro. You come out and watch him, you eat yourself a glizzy, you eat yourself popcorn, you grab your Coca-Cola, and you sit up and you watch him, but will you take it from there? How many soccer players we got, bro? Yeah. Baseball, how many baseball players we got? King Jab don't never get mentioned. Man. Volleyball.
So basically, we got to really get back into, something we talked about, and it's that brand reputation for them players.
Yes,
man.
sir.
They need somebody like me.
You do, bro.
Because what we was talking about before we got on the air, man, we finna go buy that picture.
Yes, sir.
We finna go buy that picture, then make everybody take it down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's listen. For real. Listen. Listen. We sing out the same hymn book. Somebody who loves him needs to, and they will, and they will buy it. They will buy it. And when you put it up, next time you put that picture up, you'll be paying it.
What? Hold on. What you say that?
Next time you put that picture up, you will be paying him. The same way.
I go look at the picture myself.
That's a bad one, ain't it, bro? Bro, that picture is everything. See, that picture is everything that Odell Beckham Jr. picture was, man.
Yeah. And he was playing corner.
Man. That picture way better than Dwight. My dad would say, way better than Dwight Clark catching the back of the end zone. My dad hate Dwight Clark, bro.
That's personal beef right there. Man, that's personal beef right there.
Yeah, man. So
I'm looking forward to see what he do at the next level.
Yeah, he'll be great, man. He's gonna be great.
My eye is on it's on these guys at the next level.
Yes, sir.
Just the guys Shamar played with last year, got Anthony at Virginia, man.
Yeah. Quarterback, right?
Yeah, and is looking to take the helm next year, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got Nye Black at Alabama, man.
Right. Shout out to the Nye Black family, Sister Tashawn. Sister Tashawn and them Not Black Warriors, Ray Vega.
Man, this boy is amazing.
Yes, sir.
You got you got Montessa's son at Pitt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Montessa.
So you know,
shout out to Pittsburgh, man. D-Rock, man. My partner was one of the first to roll up out there and do his thing, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Darren McCray, Darren fella. Yeah, D-Rock, man.
So
D-Rock.
I'm watching a lot of these young men in college right now, man. I'm watching TJ Tampa.
Yes.
Great Tampa's grandson.
Yes.
TJ, top 3 corners in the league right now.
Yes, sir.
I'm also watching Terrell Crosby, like Iowa State got Lakewood on both corners now.
Come on now.
And that might be where Shamar.
Listen.
Hey, man, you know what?
You know, I told my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, I said, listen, peep this gauge. I told him, I said, make sure that the last stop you make is Coral Gables in Miami. Don't go there first. Because if you go to Coral Gables first and you see how beautiful University of Miami is and how much the University of Miami would love to have even a player who can do it all, because Shamar can play special teams, he can play offense, and he can play defense, and you mix that up with the culture and the U where you know he's going to be wholly supported.
I heard, I ain't too up on Cristobal, man.
Oh, man.
I heard Cristobal kind of tough on us, man.
He
you
is.
know what I mean?
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You know, that's just some players and coaches' feedback. You know what I mean? It's some of these coaches is, I'm trying to say, I guess a little salty.
Yep.
Because these kids can make some money now, so they up they whip and up they they little hatred towards us a little bit, and
that's the Jalen Hurts story.
Yep.
That's the Jalen Hurts story. Yes, sir. Most definitely. 100%, bro.
I ain't know that.
You spot on with that one, man.
Yeah.
I tell you another place, and don't sleep on it, is Florida State University. You know, I grew up all my life hating Florida State University, but I gotta just be honest, bro. They make that's a cornerback and a defensive back.
All Florida, anywhere in Florida. You can go to Florida State, or Miami. Like in one of them teams, if you're a corner at Florida State, you're gonna go to the league.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like every year, it don't matter. I say Miami might be more defensive line running back.
You think so?
They running back, boy, go. I don't know. They ain't who running the ball, boy. You going to the league?
Man, have you seen Gibbs High School's running backs? Have you seen that 3-headed monster they got in the backfield?
Nah.
Oh man, bro. They have a 3-headed monster in the backfield. I had to call the Bogey Gibbs game, which was actually a fantastic game. Bogey had a chance to win that one 3 times, and they just literally fumbled the chance away.
Which is why we're in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, that hurt. But man, I was surprised. Not only that, but Gibbs is band, bro. Last week, I went to band competition at Palm Harbor University High School. Man, Gibbs band gave me chills, bro. They gave me absolute chills. These young men, bro, and I've been seeing them progress over the years when they had t-shirts and jeans out there at band competition. Man, the band uniforms are sharp. Out there, man, with spats, stepping high, man, like a HBCU, bro. Man, them dudes gave me chills. That's
what happens when you have a good board.
Come on now.
I guarantee you they got an excellent board behind them.
And a fantastic principal.
Mm-hmm.
And Barry Brown, man, one of the men who saved my lives, bro, when I was just an angry, nutty, fighting dude in high school, man. This man pulled me to the side, bro, and said, bro, I was just like you. I was mad at the world just like you. Why you mad at the world? I'm like, because it's unrighteous. And he said, all right, you want to make it, fix it? You want to fix everything going on? Fix yourself. Come on, man.
First and foremost.
Come on, man. When I was banned, bro, I couldn't even go to my graduation because I was banned from the Bayfront Center for fighting at the Hooners tournament, bro. When Officer Hawkins had to write a letter of recommendation so I could walk. And then they had the indignation to talk about Barry Brown. You don't know Barry Brown, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know that man, bro. Come on, man. Go on somewhere with that.
So, hey, man, I think you wanted to jump with, since he done jumped over the other principles, man. Hey, man. All right.
Here we go.
Well,
All right. So, listen, King Jab. I promised everyone, in full disclosure, Danica Jones is my oldest sister. She's not only my oldest sister, but she's also one of my first role models, one of my first protectors, one of my first healers in the role that she has of older sister. She's been awarded Teacher of the Year twice.
Okay.
And now she serves as in the area of Chief Transition Officer as a regional superintendent for Pinellas County Schools, right? The things that I say about her are my words. They do not represent her whatsoever. She's a very kind and patient and just person. I am neither of the three.
Okay, so the views.
The views expressed. Dream, hit them with the banner. The views expressed are that of the intellectual gangster.
And yeah, you gotta, you know, if I was to get a tattoo, it would be the views expressed, because I'm liable to blurt something out at any moment. Like, don't even take, boy, all of it's on me.
So I wanted to address an article that was written, and this will be the last time, bro, because I refuse to do butt-to-mouth resuscitation for Goliath Davis and his foolishness. I refuse to be a part of that. I understand that I have the ability, because I understand that I have the rhetorical prowess, I have the presence, I have the intelligence, and I have the ability to deliver a message in a way that can resuscitate, that can literally resurrect this relic of Negrodom from the place that he is, or should be, the shelf that he should be placed on in the Museum of Negro History. So that when young people from the 21st century walk through that museum, they say, hey, mommy, are Negroes real? And they can point to a picture and say, yeah, this Negro right here was so great. They even shined him up and made him chief of police. Oh, they gave him a real high station. And they can say, well, mommy, do you believe that Negroes exist? Because I haven't seen one in the last 50 years. They say, yeah, this is the last one. He went up to Tallahassee and overlooked everything that Ron DeSantis was doing so that he could jump on black people in St. Petersburg. This is the kind of world that we have. I refuse to do that poke and prod when newspapers are, again, part of the relics of history. And people are like, hey, man, did you know at one time they had newspapers? And they say, yeah, they even had Negro newspapers, and they would run articles, op-eds by these individuals. But you know what we call them now? We call them oink-eds. We don't call them op-eds, because we understand that, well, Dr. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that if we didn't buy pork, the white man would give it to us for free. So let's get on this very, very, very briefly. First things first, I'm a writing instructor. I'm a rhetorician, I'm a compositionist, and I teach writing. And in as much as I teach writing, I understand that there's a certain thing called a thesis statement. A thesis statement is usually placed in the beginning of an argument or the beginning of a statement to state the purpose of the writer. It's a real quick lesson from the professor, the intellectual gangster. And I won't hold your ear hostages, y'all. I'm just going to say this real quick. So on October 31st, Halloween night, we had a very spooky article come from, again, in the Weekly Challenger, come from Goliath Davis.
Okay.
I'm going to start calling them oinkicles instead of articles, right? I'm going to start calling them oinkicle, right? Instead of an article, right? And the first line of the article, well, the oinkicle is titled Melrose Elementary 2023 Schoolhouse or Failure Factory. We'll get on that rhetorical value of that statement in a minute. But it starts off by saying, the school, talking about Melrose Elementary, received a B grade when Danica Jones was principal. Well, okay, I fixed that. I forgot that. I'm going to sprinkle it with a little hog seasoning on it, right? The school reportedly received a B grade when Danica Jones was principal, and if graded today, it would reportedly be a D school. Reported by whom? See, that's the thing. See, any argument that you make in the absence of evidence can be dismissed with the absence of evidence. Who is reporting this? And who are they reporting to? And are they reporting to Goliath Davis?
Absolutely.
And what official role does Goliath Davis hold?
Hater.
Professional hater, right? So you have to ask yourself, because he didn't quote any sources. See, that's the thing, Mr. Davis. You didn't quote any sources when you said reportedly, but let's just say that what you're saying had the best intentions. We don't know. We understand that pigs usually don't have really good intentions. Not necessarily saying that Mr. Davis is a pig, but just saying that Mr. Davis is being very porcine. But look at it like this. If the school received a B, when Principal Jones was the principal there, and it's receiving a D now that Principal Jones is not the principal there, then maybe what the school needed was Principal Jones. However, since Principal Jones is not a twin or a triplet or a clone, there is only one of her. So it is her job to make every school that she touches into the model that she has demonstrated. It's called history, evidence. It's what makes a witness credible. But you should know that, right, Dr. Davis? Didn't you study criminology? Don't you know the role of history in credibility? If there's a credible history there, then you know that obviously she has the right to do so. You realize that this was not done by her predecessors. You realize that $25.6 million of investment in the school was not done by her predecessors. Why? Because we were okay allowing our children to attend a school that had lead poisoning. The Melrose Lead Study was published. Christine Joyner and Crystal McClendon, USF. Well, the school itself needed remediation. Now here the school is sitting on millions of dollars of remediation, millions of dollars of investment, and a grade of B in the middle of the hood. And it takes one handkerchief head Negro to say, who is that nigga on the nag? And that is, again, our favorite Negro, Goliath Davis.
So real quick,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let you slide out. If it was a B and a D, why is the attack? Because me sitting on, I ain't on the nag. I'm over here chilling in the cut, leaning against the tree. But I'm like, dang, dog, why you keep jumping on our black women?
Come on now, and men.
You know what I mean? I ain't really seen him jump.
Oh, you got on Barry Brown too.
Okay, so yeah, bro. So our black administrator.
Yes.
Because I ain't seen him say nothing about St. Pete and the Green Bench.
Come on now.
How St. Pete, what they do is they push their own articles talking about how great St. Pete High School is now.
Yes.
Because you taking down all the other proceeds, bro.
You are spot on, King Jab. And not only that, but he's an alumni of St. Petersburg High School.
Oh, that's why.
He's an alumni of St. Petersburg High School. So that means that green bench is in his head. He got that green bench in his mind, and he don't want anyone else. That's why he complained about Chief Jones's vacationing. That's why he said when she vacationed in Dominican Republic and she vacationed in Thailand. See, the green bench mean you can't sit down and rest. The green bench mean you are always at the service of white folks. That's what the green bench meant. And since that green bench is ingrained in his mind and ingrained in his heart, he don't think anybody has the ability to be able to rest, even when they're resting from a job that requires them 24/7. That's why he says she don't answer the phone after 5. See, that's that green bench. See, we're talking about a green bench Negro that's a relic from yesteryear that needed to be put away on a shelf somewhere and buried in the back of our archives. But instead, he still pokes and prods because he understands that individuals like myself will take the time to defend black women. We'll take that time and then we'll give him, like I said, butt to mouth resuscitation. And I'm not in the business of doing that. That's not it. So this is come on now. So this is the last time I'm gonna do it. But it's funny that you say that because on May 26th, he penned an article that says, we've met the enemy. It's some of us.
Oh, it's me.
It's me. But something interesting in that. He mentioned something in the end of his last article. And because I was asked the last time I spoke about an article that he said that I didn't give context of what he wrote. I will, after I give this brief explanation, I will give context. So I'll tell you some of the things that he said, and I'll give you his own words in doing it. Okay. So in the last article that he wrote about Chief Jones, he said Chief Jones was a bully. And he said that the person that Chief Jones bullied needs to go to the wizard and get some courage. But you see, Brother King Jab, do you remember when you said black people aren't a monolith? We listen to every kind of art. We take in everything, right? And I grew up listening to America. And they had a song that said, Oz never really did give the Tin Man anything that he didn't already have. So it's interesting that he used, though, that relationship back to Baum. Again, I'm a rhetorician and compositionist. I read all the time. And when Baum wrote that, that's something that I think Chief Davis might have missed. You might have missed this, Doc. You might need to work on reading comprehension a little more. In fact, I don't mind tutoring you. We can set up a Teams call. You just have to reach me through my work email. You may even be able to audit my class in the spring. But I say this to you, Doc. Here we go. Is that the whole gas behind the Wizard of Oz was in the statement, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Toto was the only one who could do it because Toto was working class. He was parallel to the earth. He didn't have, his mind wasn't on silver slippers, ruby slippers. His mind wasn't on gold, yellow brick rows of gold. His mind was on one thing, and that's laboring for Dorothy. So he could see past the illusions.
Mm-hmm.
So when Dr. Davis says go to the Wizard of Oz, we say pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, and we ask ourselves, Brother King Jam, of all of the attacks that have been going on with our principal of Lakewood, our principal of Gibbs, our principal of Bogaciga, and our chief transition officer, what have you heard from the teachers union?
Nothing.
We haven't heard a peep from the teachers. What have we heard, Jack? Okay, so we have our principal of Lakewood, African woman. Mm-hmm. We have our principal at Gibbs, African man. We have our principal at Bogaciga, Afro Latinx woman. What have you heard in their defense from any women's groups?
Wow.
What have you heard in their defense from any teacher organizations?
No.
What have you heard in their defense from any progressive movements? Where's the LGBTQ community? Where are they at? Where are the communities? Where are the other unions? Not just the teachers union, but where are the other unions? Where the SEIUs at?
Yeah.
Right. These are people who attend regular services. How many times have you heard their pastors write an op-ed back? And mind you, not Jab, these are educated people. They don't necessarily have access to being like us, being on the fourth estate. They can't really get on the mic like we can, but they can write back. So that means either one or two things is happening. Either they're not writing back, or the weekly challenger is not running their opposition to his oink eds. I would like to believe that the weekly challenger is a solid member of the fourth estate. And if they had any kind of rebuttals, that they would publish that, right? Okay.
I think they would.
So where is the rebuttal? If you are a principal and you stand with other principals, why haven't you written in and challenged Oink Davis? Why haven't you written in and said, listen, now we're gonna pass on cleaning these chitlins right here? But I want to tell you my experience. I tell you what, if I go to Lakewood, if I go to Gibbs, if I go to Boca Ciega, if I go to any other school where that student went to Jameson, and I ask that student right now, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, who is Goliath Davis? They say, I don't know. But if you ask that person, who is Danica Jones? They'll say, oh, that's Miss Jones from Jameson. She worked with Raphael and Amber Robinson. She worked with the supporting group. Where are the colleagues? Where are Barry Brown's colleagues? Why aren't they writing in and challenging Goliath Davis? Why aren't they calling shows? See, Brother King Jab, and again, bro, I will not be long, but I have to be strong on this.
Man, do your thing,
bro. Me and you came up same way, chewing the same dirt. And there was a thing called getting jumped, right? So when you got jumped, usually you either get jumped by yourself or you get jumped by yourself in a smaller group by a larger group. Mm-hmm. Well, if you really want to know who down with you, you'll know what happens when you get jumped.
Who's jumping in?
Who's jumping in to help you, right? If I'm getting jumped and somebody sitting there watching on the sideline, that's not my friend.
At all.
At all. At all. So if you are a teacher at any of these schools and you see that your principal is getting drugged, and you're not fighting in, oh, you're not a friend. If you are in media and you see this is happening and you're not pushing in, you're not a friend.
I think the teachers are kind of scared because I think they feel like ooh, he took down Miss Savage,
right?
So we scared.
Well, I mean, listen, scared money don't make money. And this is not a time to be scared. And I understand being a revolutionary ain't for everybody. It's for the faint of heart. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. So if you are scared, then you do have voices like King Jab and myself to stand up for you. But we're telling you, right now is the wrong time to be scared.
Because I ain't.
You in the wrong place to be scared. Jab, when Ali was fighting George Foreman, he was fighting him and George Foreman was running out of gas. He said, what's wrong, George? George said, I'm tired. Ali looked at him. He whispered his ear. He said, you're in the wrong place to be tired. Mm-hmm. You're in the wrong place to be scared right now because we're in the middle of a movement that will move you out. Goliath Davis and the rest of those Negroes in his ilk are surrounded by the 21st century, and we are escorting them gracefully to obsolescence. But if they continue, we will kick them
I
over.
think civil rights. Them still leading in the civil rights era, and they definitely got to get out of the way.
Yeah,
so we kicking out. We trying to get from under the COVID governing.
That's it.
And now here go y'all with y'all still here with the civil rights. We got to call.
I know we got to call it. I do want to be fair though and give Dr. Davis. I have some of his statements that I wanted to make sure we play.
All right, caller, hold on 1 second.
All right. So in analyzing his statements, I'm going to give you in his words what I derived from the article. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Good. That's the content. It's the first paragraph.
Man.
It's the first paragraph. Sum it up then. School us then, Doc.
I thought you had.
I do. This is it. It's verbatim. Word for word. Word for word. So I'll sum that. Yeah. So that sums it up. Let's see. If you go to the lines and this is what you pick up, yeah, that was him. If you go to the lines and this is what we get.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm trying to breathe. I'm trying to take deep breaths, y'all. Oh my goodness, man. This is crazy.
This was the conclusion paragraph. Yeah, so that was it. That was it in a nutshell. If you want any more, I don't mind at all. Or you can tune in to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and I don't mind going deeper in depth. But you can go to the local pet zoo and you can hear exactly what he said. The transcript is there.
Man. Oh my goodness. Bro. You know what? When you said, can I play some sound on the mic and will it come through? I should have said no right then. I should have just lied.
And you know how he ended the jab? That's all, folks.
Hey man, I just, me not being, I would call myself a layman person. I'm not I don't have a degree. I like that because I like to challenge those with their degrees. Please question my intelligence. And I like to call myself a layman's person. And reading through the articles and me just reading the articles, even going back to with Miss Savage, it was seemed like personal attacks. And it seems like you're, like you said, man, I'm looking through the bull. For you to say that the bully, she's a bully, and the person that's being bullied need to go back to the Oz, means that all you is you the baddest man hit my hand, dude.
Yes, sir.
Because you get information and it don't matter if it's true or false.
Right. Yes.
And you're taking this and concluding it, and you're writing your thesis statement off of your information you're being fed.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be fed the scraps.
Come on, we know who eats scraps.
And you come back and regurgitate that as factual statements.
Come on now.
Me reading an article about the current Lakewood principal. I ain't got no problem with her. But I'm looking through your article. And because she gave your friend
come on now,
the position as the CAT director, the school is doing great. We're turning the school around. And I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm at Lakewood. I ain't saying, I don't know what's going on. But I'm like, damn, we ain't had one grading period.
Come on now.
How we got an article about the greatness of the turnaround and we ain't had one grading period? So
yes,
this is all from.
Come on now.
And it might be great, but we have nowhere to judge this.
Yes.
Because we haven't had one. Man,
you know, and that's the sad thing, and this is why we have to call the challenger to the carpet, because we understand how op-eds work. We understand the process. We understand the journalistic process, but you also have to have a measure of integrity. Meaning that if someone says something and they have not cited where their sources are, then you have the editorial responsibility to redact that and to say, listen, we need evidence, not spidey sense, but evidence on what's going on. And if you claim to be an insider, and coming from law enforcement, you would think that he would want evidence, especially before he convicts somebody of a charge.
I think that places the specialty on convicting you without evidence.
Yeah. Come on now.
I think that's where the whole play come from. That's how I can convict you without evidence, is because I was in law enforcement.
And that's a tragedy, that organizations would be so cowardly and that they were so bent toward the powers or what they perceive to be powers, that they won't even hold them to the same standards, professional standards, that have caused these organizations to like I said, guide themselves into obsolescence. Jab, they're going to be obsolete, and they're going to be obsolete because they will not answer to the dictates and demands of the people. They won't do it.
So, pretty get up out of here, man. We running out of time. I'm standing with you, brother Donnie. I thank you for speaking on this because you are an educator. Thank you. No, I ain't saying I think. I know you have the qualifications and everything that's needed to speak on this. Is better that you speak on it than me. As the voice of the people, I just don't like the fact that I see an attack on our black educators.
Come on, women in particular.
Black women in particular. And in this realm of what's going on in our educational systems, I just can't wrap my mind around why you, black man, would be attacking our black women in this DeSantis ran school board right now.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's who we working for. The same agent.
Listen, he definitely has the pedigree for it. Definitely has the pedigree for it.
That would look like to me, bro. I see what's going on in that school board, and
So we're at the top of the hour. You have reached the end of the Voice of the People with King Jab. Tune in next week, 9 a.m. Thursday, for the Voice of the People on WJM 99.1 FM, 99 Jams, The Bird, Carafesta Radio, King Jab, the Voice of the People.
WUJM, St. Petersburg, 99 Jams.
Hi, I am Sister Hughes, the host of Gospel Show on 99 Jams, Radio 99.1 FM. And when I shop, I go to Ray Jag Food and Meat Market. That's the place to get your